Yeah, it's just been wonderful. I get a little choked up when I think about it. It's been life changing. So it's been great.
I'm here with my friend Mike. Mike's done a Manifesting Mastery course with us, Triple D, gotten to know each other over the years. And we just started getting more in touch. And I asked Mike, he just had a really cool win. And I just asked him, could we do one of these cool little interviews that we've been doing? And he said, yeah, let me get home and let's rock and roll. Who are you? And how did you find out about us?
Okay, well, I'm Mike. I am celebrating 62 years on the planet, which is really cool. I first discovered you, gosh, I think it was back in 2017 or 2018. I was getting into the law of attraction things, and I first saw you on YouTube, and then went to Facebook, saw you there, and then dove in and took the Manifesting Mastery course. I've also done Prosperity Pack and I Feel It Real Fun. And then I did Dream Driven Day in 2019, which was just amazing. And as you know, I'm diving back into Manifesting Mastery again this past week. And then I'm all set to take Dream Driven Day again here in October.
I'm going to ask you about that because I am so thrilled. So let me ask you a question before you bought anything from us. Were you skeptical?
I was, in all honesty, because I had tried a number of things through LOA. I had tried affirmations. I'm chuckling because, as you know, I make a joke on Facebook about crystals. I didn't try crystals, but I've tried a number of things, and actually none really stayed or took root, so to speak.
So what made you decide to go ahead and make the purchase to dive in anyway?
I thought from what I saw on Facebook, and I went to your website and read the success stories. Those had a big impact on me. People were getting results and getting good results. And then on Facebook, there was a lot of people sharing about how things were working for them and big changes that it made for them. So that helped me, take the plunge, so to speak.
So exactly what happened as a result? What kind of wins have you had?
So when I went through the first time, let's say back around 2018, 2019, a number of things happened to me. I got a car that I didn't think I was going to be able to get. That car is still serving me well to this day. It's just a nice little car and it does great by me. So that happened. And then I got a new living space, which was great. I lost some weight. I've gained it back, but we're going to do that again. And I felt better, 20. I felt happier when I was doing this before. And that was the biggest effect for me. And as you'll hear, I expect in a minute, it's the same thing since I've dove back in here this last week or so.
So you sent me a cool little day 7 update.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, would you like to dive into that?
Sure. Sure. Yeah. You want me to just tell you what's been
Just
happening?
rock and roll. Just
Perfect.
yeah, you know what to do.
Perfect. So I started Manifesting Mastery again just this last week, and it was just eye-opening for me. And the biggest thing, several big things, but the biggest thing I got out of it was the difference between imagining on autopilot, which results in fear, anxiety, separation, and my word, grief, just problems, versus consciously imagining the things that I want to happen, right? And it's just a huge difference. The other thing that just keeps coming to mind that you've said over and over and over again is I am the operant power. Just tonight, before I got home, as a matter of fact, I was at the grocery store and that thought was running through my mind. I am the operant power, and it helps me to stay focused on what I'm imagining instead of doing it on autopilot. The other thing that had a big impact on me is you've advocated time and time and time again to imagine lovingly for people. And that's been huge for me this week. I've been doing that. I was doing it tonight at the grocery store, as a matter of fact, just before we're here. And what I do is I imagine lovingly for people. I imagine them laughing and experiencing joy when I see them. And I do this for everybody that I see, people in cars, people in the aisles at the grocery store, people walking on the streets. It's made such a huge difference for me. It really is life changing for me to have a better attitude and to imagine lovingly for people versus coming out of a sense of anger or fear, right? The other big thing, two other big things that have happened. I've made a decision to leave my job because it's not a healthy environment for me. So I'm going to do that. And I've just decided that, the new job's here. I just don't know what it looks like yet. That's all, right? It's already here in my mind. And then this is the funny thing. I like to play the lottery once in a while. I did that on Wednesday, and I played what I normally play, and the thought just occurred to me, it'd be nice if I won a few more dollars than the normal few dollars that I win. So had that thought, let it go. Didn't think anything more about it. Thursday, I got an email saying, "Hey, your winnings have arrived." So I logged into my lottery account. Lo and behold, I won $2,500. Just amazed me. And you know what? Here's the even better part about it. The thought that I had was, okay, yeah, that's about right. That makes sense. It wasn't, oh my God, I'm jumping up and down for joy. It was, I kind of expected it. I wasn't really surprised given everything that's going on.
Yeah, nice. I
Yeah.
love how you said in your email, you said something about you surrendered to the experience of it all. And
Yeah.
and it's not a hyping up, like you said. It's a settling into your bones. It's like, yeah, okay, this
Right.
is what I do. This is
Right.
how it works for me.
Yeah. It was just kind of matter of fact. I mean, I had a pleasant little smile on my face when I read it, and I thought, yeah, that's about right. That's the way it should be. So the other thing that I've noticed when I do those types of things is, and I was reading today, Neville had talked about, when the desire is impregnated, you don't have to keep doing your sessions, right? I've
You
noticed
bet.
when I have a desire and I do a session and it feels right and I just let it go, don't think anything more of it, that it's expected, that things really do happen. So that happened with my car. When I got that, I thought about it, thought, okay, this will be done in a day or so. Boom, done. Kind of thought that about the lottery win. I just kind of let it go. Like, oh, that'll be nice. I've done that with several other things. So for me, I'm really tuned into when it feels set or when it takes, and then letting it go. Don't worry about it. It's going to happen. Right.
I call this the Amazon method. Want to know why?
No, why is that?
Okay, because when I order something from Amazon, it shows up intact, on time,
Right.
often early.
Right.
And the guy that brings it is a lovely man. He loves my dogs and my wife. And
Yeah.
so I call it my Amazon method because when I nail it, I don't have to think about it. I may think about it, but I've moved. And when I hear your tonality, I hear you've moved. Of course, lunch is coming. The waitress just walked away after she took my order. Of
Right.
course, lunch is coming.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to steal that. I'm going to start calling it the Amazon method from now on. Yeah.
Please do.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that.
So
That's very up to date, so to speak. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
totally works.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, it's been an overall, I'm not kidding. I told you earlier, I get a little choked up. Sorry about that, but it's really been life changing for me this past week to see the difference in what's possible, and mostly in the way I feel and my attitude. That's the biggest gift for me.
Beauty. Well, I noticed it even from your first email. I mean, I could tell you were searching and you were ready. You
Right.
sent me an email, whatever it was, 10 days ago, something like that.
Yep.
And it's like, right, man. I could just tell you're ready.
Right.
You're searching. You're hungry. You're ready for the meal.
Yeah.
And lovely. Let me ask two more questions. The first one's a funny one. So you had your lottery win.
Yeah.
Was the first thing you bought afterwards your Dream Driven Day membership?
It absolutely was.
I
It
thought,
absolutely was.
yeah, you know what? As soon as I saw you joined, and I got your email, I thought I got to ask him.
Yep.
So
It
cool.
absolutely was. Yeah. I mean, I would have, you know what? It all fit together, right? It all flowed so naturally. Get the lottery win, great. Invest in myself some more, right? Why not?
Exactly.
It was
That's
perfect.
so. Who do you think should sign up for MM or Triple D? Who needs to do this?
So I would say anybody that, is looking for, this is really broad, looking for a change. They've tried some things that maybe haven't worked and they may be a little bit frustrated. I would strongly encourage anybody to invest in themselves and do it. And for me, I feel better. That's the basic part. Everything else that's going to come, the lottery winning, the getting the parking spaces, the drive that's nice and easy. Those are all bonus. They're all gravy. I would strongly encourage, and for, like you said this before, the manifesting mastery, it's $1 a day. It's $1 a day. I spend, God knows I spend more than that on Starbucks every day,
Absolutely.
and the dream driven day, that is so worth the investment, because here's the thing. I still go back, especially this past week, I've gone back to the previous dream driven day page on Facebook, and there's still gold there that I could have mined if I'd have been doing it. Right. I just stopped doing it. That's the amazing thing. Well, something's working, so stop doing it.
Isn't it funny? Because as human beings, I always keep saying we're 100% human and 100% divine. And as human beings, man, we take these little side trips and back alley, brawls and stuff. And as the divinity we are, we get to go, oh wow, let me dive back into this. Let me, like you're diving back in with the October Triple D. It's like, hey, welcome back. A new round, new family. Yeah. Old lessons, new family. Just classic.
Yeah. I'm really fired up about it. I'm so looking forward to it. And I'm looking forward to tomorrow's lesson. I wake up, boom, hit the lesson right away. It sets the tone for my day. And it's just
beauty.
It's been a big change for me. So I appreciate that, my friend. Appreciate all you've done for us and putting these programs together.
Oh, thanks, Mike. This means heaps to me. This is what I imagine. You listen to the podcast. I say it. I imagine your emails. I imagine your smiles. I really do. And since we started doing these little interview things, I've been so touched to the core, because it's it's time to dial it up. Just time to dial it up.
Right. Yeah. It's all rock solid gold, my friend. It all is.
Thanks, Mike.
Yep. Thank you.
Cool. You have a lovely day.
All right. You do the same. Give my blessings to Victoria and the pups, as always, and look forward to connecting with you again.